Mobile phones, and in particular the Apple iPhone, have become so integral to our modern way of life that they have changed the way we work, communicate, relax and play. But in this video, we'll look at 7 things you probably didn't know about the iPhone. Number 1. When you think of the Siri virtual assistant in the iPhone, you may think of it as an interesting app that can be both useful or annoying in equal measures. But what you probably don't know is that Siri was a result of the biggest artificial intelligence program in US history, a $150 million Defense Department funded undertaking to build a virtual assistant for military commanders that could reason and learn, and took some of its design cues from HAL, the intelligent computer in the film 2001: A Space Odyssey. The Siri that is found in the iPhone is a cut down version of the original, which Apple acquired when it bought the Siri company for a reported $150 to $250 million in 2010. So look out for a lot more Siri functionality coming to your Apple iOS in the future. Number 2. When Steve Jobs introduced the first iPhone in 2007, the engineers of the prototype iPhone which Jobs was using were hugely relieved that it actually worked without a hitch. During the run-up to the presentation, the then unfinished iPhone had been very buggy and unreliable, with it randomly dropping its signal and crashing, so the engineers created a presentation sequence for Jobs to follow that will be the least likely to cause it to crash during the groundbreaking launch. Number 3. Smartphones are now so incredibly energy efficient compared to a PC, for example. An iPhone costs just 25 cents a year to run if it is fully charged once a day, every day. Number 4. In the 9 years since the iPhone was first released and up until April 2016, Apple has sold about 830 million iPhones, which works out at an average of 261,000 iPhones per day worldwide, or about 3 every single second since its launch in 2007, and it is responsible for about 70% of Apple's $200 billion cash pile. Number 5. With all the hype the iPhone receives, you would think that they are the biggest sellers, but they are in fact a long way behind the Android-based smartphones, with Android taking 73% of all sales, followed by Apple at just 18%, then Windows at 7% and 2% for the rest. Number 6. Around 50% of iPhone owners sell their old iPhone before buying a new one. Because the iPhone has such an envious position in the market, even broken iPhones can achieve quite respectable prices on places like eBay. This is far more than any other brand of phone, and is a testament not only to the marketing of Apple, but also to the quality of the product they produce, but also to the fact that people will spend more money on a second-hand iPhone than buy a new model from another brand. Number 7. Well before the iPhone was even thought of, Apple engineers were working on various designs for a tablet device with a virtual keyboard. When they showed CEO Steve Jobs a prototype device featuring the new multi-touch functionality, Jobs wondered if it could be used for a phone. He told them to concentrate on the phone idea and put the tablet idea to one side, and hence the iPhone came out several years before the iPad, from which the original idea came from in the first place.